Hi, this is Romella, and in this video I'm doing a walkthrough show and tell of the Carla Morrow Universal Dragons Oracle. So it's a beautiful deck. It's actually quite a large deck. So this is the book from the Rebecca Campbell one. So you can see it's bigger than your average Oracle deck. Beautiful dragon. She is known as the Dragon Lady, so it was why I was quite inspired to get her deck. So working with dragons a lot at the minute. So this is the beautiful deck, the book. Again, I love this. It's really simple. It's in alphabetical order, which I always find is useful. A little bit of information, not too much, not overwhelming. Because like I say before, sometimes with books they can go into so much detail. If it's going over 2 or 3 pages, it's just overwhelming and unnecessary, I think. So with this one, we have each dragon, and then we have a name, and that's actually printed on the deck as well. So I think that works very well to give you the insight, and then you can use obviously the imagery to look at more. Let's just move this over here, and I'll pop the cards down here. So also on the back we have beautiful painting from the front cover. I love that swirl of the dragon there at the bottom. So these haven't been shuffled, they are still in alphabetical order as we go through them. So we have acceptance, we have action, awakening, that with the chakras on it, lovely. Balance, that feels nice with the Gaia energy and the moon, very nice. We have bliss, boundaries, change perspective, community. That's interesting with community with the butterflies as well. That's conviction. Oh, that's a lovely card. But then I do love my pastels. And this booming sun that's appeared, and it's on the cover as well. Okay. We have creation. Lovely galaxy there, almost feels dark, that one. Determination, discipline, emergence. Looks like we've got like a Stonehenge, lots of the symbols of the spirals as well, and the crescent moon. Nice. And family, flow, fortitude. It's a word you don't see very often. Goals, reaching for the stars. Just want to make sure I don't, because I've not clicked, open them and moved them. Just make sure I use the one. We have grounding, those beautiful crystals, and again, there's lots of symbols and shapes going on here. We have growth. These remind me of, my son used to like a game called Dragon Mania Legends, and they had all these sort of crystals and things growing out of them. So those sort of cards, that to me personally, that would then speak about my son, something to do with my son, if I got that in a reading. And that's what I love it. But that's why I think sometimes cards with the books that have got so much information are just a little bit overwhelming, because actually it's what it means to you, and that's the key thing. Here we have guidance. It's like a blueprint, that one, isn't it? Hibernation, that pearl of wisdom there. Imagination. Sort of got the viscous Pisces there. I love my sacred geometry. We've got independence, inspiration. Cards are actually quite thick there, so I'm just double checking that there's only the one. We've got knowledge, and it's interesting we've got apple trees there. Leadership. Again, very similar to the dragon here. Or in fact, it is the dragon there. It's just cropped to that point there. Listen to self. And got all the codes going in, which is really beautiful. But that looking within, so important. Love. Meditation. Open your mind. Patience. It's lovely with the turtles. And again with the turtles, that my son is very into, was all, well, still is very, you know, loves his turtles and things. Again, this sort of card in a reading to me would bring up him and his energy, something to do with him. Peace, play. You can really feel the movement in that. Lovely. Protect your ideas. Quite similar to the what did we have? The inspiration. Just trying to look back. Again with these codes coming down in purpose, research. Have that with the bag. Rest. So you've got the pearl of wisdom, but look, now you need to rest and integrate it. And it's a very sort of kundalini feel about that one. Seek knowledge. Service. Speak your dreams. Stillness. I love these ones with the crystals on them and the spirals. And then this was with the big crystal ball on it. It's really lovely. Structure. Again, you've got a bit of a path. A golden thread going through there. Truth. Like he's looking through a door. Not quite sure. Wisdom as well as our final one. So that's the deck. The Universal Dragons. See, I love, very pretty deck. Nice to handle. Let's just see if yeah, the cardstocks, it's a thick cardstock, nice and thick. They're not going to get battered. They've not got the gold on the edge. They're not sticky, so they were all easy to come away, because very often sometimes they can just be really stuck together as you go through them. So let me just see how many decks, how many cards have we got in here. I'd say about 40. It doesn't really say anywhere how many there are. But I mean, in the booklet here, we've got a little bit about dragons, what they are. So speaking with them, we've got air dragons, earth dragons, ley line dragons, force dragons, dream guidance, source energy, source one. So there's lots, watcher dragons. There's lots of information about dragons there, which is quite interesting. So I shall have a read of that later. Yeah, and have a look at the cards. It's a beautiful deck. So it's by Blue Angel Publishing. And I have got the Diana Cooper Dragons one, but I really felt like this one was really, really calling to me. So it says it's got 11 dragon families to create within this deck, which is obviously why they look very similar. So they've got acceptance and goals. So, and that one presumably bliss. I wonder if we'll just find. So yeah, there are little decks within, or little sets, family sets within them, which I guess will help work with your energies and see where you are going. Then you can look up the type of energies, perhaps of the different dragons, or the majority of the dragons that you have within a sort of 3-card reading. So very happy with this deck. Really interested to read the book, yeah, and start working with them. Let me know what you think of them.